Picture everything you're fighting for.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the University Siege League. Today we have Gogebic Community College versus Colorado Springs. Today, shoutcasting for you today is me, Eagle Eye, and with me today is Duke. Say hi, Duke.
Hope we have a good matchup here. Colorado Springs are a veteran team that's returning to University Siege League, which is, we always like talking to our veterans and seeing from their standpoint how our league has grown in just this second season. We went from 8 teams to a full 32 roster, um, and having to actually split up into 4 divisions, which is pretty impressive in my opinion. Uh, Gogebic did play pretty well during the fall exhibition matches, so this is not their first time on stream, which is nice. Uh, other than that, I think we should have a pretty fun game for you guys today, as we are starting with Bank. I don't remember if did the match before this that was also casted used Bank at all, or are we actually having some fun here with a variety of maps, Eagle?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm really excited to see Bank. Ooh, they're banning Jackal. That's interesting.
Well,
Jackal.
Bank is a very large map. Bringing Jackal along to take care of roamers makes sense. So banning it, actually, yeah, banning it as defense first means that you're probably going to be playing a roam heavy game. But at the same time, you'd probably be better off banning Lion, who has much more of a drawback when he uses his ability.
Yeah. They're banning Blackbeard. That's a good choice. I think I agree with that choice.
There's a lot of long sightlines on this map where Blackbeard can definitely take advantage of. So getting him off the roster is also another good idea. Smoke, in order so that they can't punish late pushes. Maybe they can't be punished from late pushes. Oh, down goes Echo as
An
well.
Echo along with Smoke. Now that's interesting.
Meaning that probably means we're gonna get to see a little bit of mirror gameplay here for once. I think she's been banned from almost every single matchup up until now.
Yeah, I think
Um,
so. Yeah.
we'll know more once we have week 1 stats on not only operator bans but also some player stats. Do keep an eye out for that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. We'll see how Colorado does with a. They decided not to bring the mirror. That's interesting. Rather, they have a Jaeger, Valk, Maestro, Legion, and Bandit. Oh, here comes the Mira. Just as I say, they have no Mira. No, choosing the Mira is good. Mira on this map, I would say, is darn near necessary. But we'll see how this Capiteo is able to counter her, because Capateos are really good at countering Miras.
well, mirror is almost a necessity on this site, especially when you're trying to hold from that red hallway coming out of the goal. Typically, you want to lock down, yeah, right there where she put down the reinforcement and have a rotation back into the B site if you need to back off. But the mirror part is probably the most sensitive piece of the defense's plan here. Uh, just opening up the hatches limits a lot what mirror can do into peeking into CCTV, along with actually being able to be an active amount of pressure against the attackers if they decide to push servers. Jedi 216 pulling out a Glaz already. Like I said, this map is known for long sightlines, meaning that not only Blackbeard is usually effective here, but also Glaz, especially with the thermal scope.
Oh yeah, that thermal scope on glass is just a very prudent tool and always necessary. The attackers also didn't bring a twitch, which is interesting because everybody knows Mira is an option here, and so for them not to try and have yet another counter to a Mira is a bit concerning to see what their strategy is, but we'll see how it goes.
I'm actually a little bit interested in how they're going to play the Maverick. I don't think I've seen him being played at this level on Bank just yet. I've been a bit busy during the Pro League matches and haven't been able to catch up. But
Ooh, Capiteo just getting away with some of those shots from that bandit. Able to, ooh, he gets tagged by that thermite. The thermite holding that long angle with the ACOG. The ACOG versus the hollow. ACOG usually wins.
I actually find it interesting that of all things, Capitao is using the LMG, known for very low damage and bad recoil, especially on his kit. It's possibly the worst LMG in the game.
Yes, some could make that argument. Some would also make. Oh, ooh, Jedi grabbing the headshot off Little G.
Like I said, long sightlines, thermal scope, good.
Very good. Very, very, very good. But it could. Oh, Thermite will get Puddin. There goes down. The Mirad Spartan will grab Old Grey Hunter. Finka is out and dead. Bricks up again DH or D3V. That's an interesting name.
Jedi 216 still garage. Capitao still garage. They are looking for defenders. There's 1 minute to go in the map.
It's a 3v3. Oh, the Capitao pushes. There goes the Nitrocell. Spartan getting Scott's Lucky Pride, getting Jedi. It's now solely up to the Maverick, who got tagged a couple times by the Evil Eye and killed by the Evil Eye's master. Lucky Pride finishing out the match with the kill on the Maverick.
Down goes the attacking team, but we will have to swap off of that site, and as it is locked now, giving giving Colorado Springs a chance at another site, while Gogebic gets to reevaluate what went wrong right there.
Yeah, right now they have to be analyzing. All right, what went wrong here? What did we do that cost us the round? What can we do to change that? Now I think Ditch didn't get to pick an op, and he might have just been randomized to Zofia, but I don't know that for sure because Zofia is a good pick. Oh, we might see a Legion getting picked up and exchanged for a Mute. I don't know if I agree with that. I like Legion overall. He's a great op. Oh, we'll see that Twitch. But no,
I find it a little bit of a bit late to do that Twitch swap now, because Tellers is really a site that you don't want a mirror window on. You can try to play with it, but a lot of the time you'll usually get dropped. Somebody will usually drop from balcony upstairs and then just run into site shooting you before you can even notice. At best, it's a good way to stop them from using the mana charges on the wall, but even then, it's not that great. So seeing them switch off of mirror here is a good plan, especially with the fact that they do have double denial on these walls, which is probably why they switched off to the mute to try and take advantage of that.
That Evil Eye is rather exposed, I would say, and I will also point out that that when that bandit put down his battery in that barbed wire, that was an interesting choice for one, but for two, the Twitch just zapped it, so it's gone. So kind of an interesting choice is already, down and out.
A shock wire is usually seen too much. A lot of the time, the shock wire is put on walls, so it was probably on one of these two, so that it would catch the Twitch drone unaware, but it didn't work out too well.
No, it did not.
But, the Twitch will still get some utility here, taking out any gadgets that they don't want to stay on site.
We'll see if this bandit will find this Habana. Habana is actually has a really good spot. She just barely missed.
Misconnection.
Yeah, missed. Yeah. that is we are cheating just a little bit, you know, seeing through walls and whatnot. But oh, we might see something. Jaeger and the Zofia trade shots, but neither land. I don't know where Buck got some damage from, so I can't comment on that. And there goes yet another electrified bar. I really have a question. Ooh, Spartan
Oh.
getting nitro for the ditch. Ditch is down, and the Zofia is gone. Not the worst op to lose. We'll see Twitch with the Swagnum. Scott's getting the kill on Little G. I didn't catch from where, but I believe that was from below. Ooh, and the bandit goes down. By whom I don't know. Scott's goes down, I believe, by the Jaeger. Grey Hunter finishes off Spartan. The bandit is dead. Ooh, Punch will also get Jedi. That was a nice shot indeed. So it's a 3v3 right now. We have a Hibana, a Buck who's down, and dead. Putin finishing off Scots. So now it's a 2v3. What will the attackers do? They do have
I
have
believe
superior firepower, I would say.
they have the superior firepower, but they do not have the terrain. They've barely taken the upstairs, and they've basically lost control of that. Along with the fact that if they push down this way, where from electrical into site archives,
Putin will find old Grey Hunter. And will he finish
they
it off?
will.
No, Dev will get revenge on Putin.
Dev definitely needs to find some way to enter site now, but it looks like he'll have to go through tellers with 15 seconds to go, and that's the direction he's headed. It's not going to leave him a lot of time to do anything. Maybe he.
Oh no, and he falls through the hatch. Oh no, just trying to avoid it, and he just looks down in shame. That has just got to be gut-wrenching. Just realize you have to be pushing, and then just boop, gone, done, dropped.
It does look like Colorado Springs did come prepared for their defenses with a lot of good roaming coming out from Putin, not even needing a partner to watch his back while he's doing his job. Meanwhile, Gogebic just completely timing themselves out, just out of losing momentum after entering the building and getting a couple good picks, but at the same time immediately getting refragged back. Which honestly, in this game, it's about those refrags. If you can get those, if you can keep both teams toe to toe at the same numbers, it usually comes down to whoever is better under pressure and entering site.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, without a doubt. An interesting pick coming out from Ditch, grabbing the fuse this time around. I would say this is an interesting. Oh, Jedi has dropped. That's not good at all. We will see. Oh no, the match is starting. So, well, all right. We'll see if they do want to go for a rehost, but I do think it is like a couple minutes too late.
Well, rules state that the round starts, and has to be played to the end of it. So we should be good. They need to call for a rehost at the end of this round.
All right.
Or if they call for rehost anytime during the round must play out.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, that is most unfortunate.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
All right. So, well, that's interesting. Fused with a shield. Yeah.
Are they? Oh, they are expecting.
Yes. We'll go ahead and press this button, and while I fix.
All right, the first 2 rounds have been pretty exciting so far for Colorado Springs.
The attackers bomb
With
diffuser
the
has been dropped.
strength. But the defense working out pretty well, I'd admit. Despite a little bit hectic both times, they've managed to hold down the fort on site at the very least, managing to force Gogebic to try and lose a lot of their resources.
Yeah, and a lot of times I noticed that once their guys started dying, any momentum that they had was just stopped.
Pulled back. Yeah.
Pulled back. They had to reconsolidate rather than Gogebic just going for it and pushing it. Because this one thing about this game is momentum, and you need momentum to keep your team going. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab our friends yet again, and get them back into the match. So first impressions so far.
The Jackal band and the Blackbeard band coming out was definitely interesting, along with the Smoke and I forget which the last one was. Do believe
I think it was
the Echo.
Oh, it was Echo.
No, it was Echo.
It was
Echo. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I mean those were some very interesting choices.
Well, okay, so in the meta that is Bank is a large map. The smallest map that you can currently play in casual, I would say, is House. House is a quarter of Bank's size, and that already takes you maybe 30 seconds to zip around. And considering just the sheer size of just that, you're gonna need to cut time on a lot of things. So you want to get those roamers out of the way early. As you saw, Putin was doing a great job upstairs using a buck as a bait in order to draw the rest of his team in, and then shooting through the wall, more or less guessing when they would try to pick up with a buck, which was a great play, by the way. And if they had a Jackal there, they would have known that Putin was in admin and CEO office the entire time. And then that just lost Gogebic that round on tellers. I do think that splitting up, they split up kind of awkwardly between Garage and servers when they lost on Basement. The Glass was definitely effective from the Garage, but from there on, he should have had just one other attacker with him, not the two, I believe, were there. But same time, it all comes down to how well can you coordinate your push, how well can you prepare for surprises that just don't let you carry out your plan.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you gotta know how to improvise and snap to whatever person's trying to flank you and keep your ears open. Honestly, I feel like this is an audiophiles game.
It is. Yeah, it definitely is, without a doubt. So we have our teams back, and we're going right back into it.
All right, the score was 0-2. Basement went to Colorado Springs. Tellers went to Colorado Springs. And as per the rules, Basement gets unlocked again, as we only have one objective rotation parameter right now,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to the Pro League that's set to 2. So unfortunately, we only see 2 sites as opposed to 3 sites in the Pro League.
Yeah.
But that depends on whether or not teams decide to pick the same locations.
Frost going to Mira. That I agree with this choice, though I still like Frost. Frost is like I would say she's a good pretty much all around. Her gun's good. Her gadget's rather useful as well.
Just a note, we do rehost if the disconnection happens before the round starts. If the disconnection happens during the round, then the round is played to its conclusion. I know that there's a little bit of confusion in chat about that, but I hope this clears it up.
Yeah.
Once again, the typical Basement hold. Mira and Little G, what are you doing? It's not the time to be taking a toilet break.
He's meditating. He's just meditating, finding his inner zen.
Zen.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, all right. So it looks like we have a pretty standard defense structure for the defenders. Though I will note, okay, there we go. I was about to say, are they not going to get any hatches? Because that would be quite concerning if they decided not to grab any hatches.
Attackers recovered the
Ooh, I think that might be some miscommunication there between the Jaeger and that bandit. I think Jaeger was probably going for that hatch. Monty, Thermite, and a Thatcher all pushing through, and Glaz, all pushing straight through server room. That Montaigne is just, yeah. Oh, here we go.
Fragmentation. Monty taking damage from the.
So the shock wire is actually useful for once. Unexpected. Oh, see the bandit from above. Will he grab any tag? I think he was able to tag like the Montaigne like just a little bit, but just not enough to make a difference.
That's still the same damage he took from the wires.
All right, then he just missed everything then. Oh, there goes the Glass Spartan getting the headshot on old Grey Hunter. Monte getting tagged in the foot by that bandit. That bandit is just hovering around that. Oh, Monte just still taking more damage. Dude, close your shield, dude. Thermite's going to be going around to see if he can't get a kill on that bandit. He is unable to. That Thermite being aggressive and dying because of it. Oh, the Thatcher took a couple rounds, and the bandit dropped, hopefully to try and get some kills. He just threw some rounds out Jedi, finishing Spartan off. I think Spartan got a little too rambunctious there and lost a couple of kills. Oh, the Capitao taking a chest
I'm
around
not
to the
quite
chest.
sure what he was trying to do there. I think he was just trying to waste time, but ended up just between a rock and a hard place. Meanwhile, Putin is just trying his best to keep that diffuser.
Putin getting the kill on Scots. That hatch is the deadliest hatch to this team right now.
Just a complete oversight by Gogebic.
Oh, Thatcher just getting lit and down, and he is finished off, just leaving lonely, poor Montaigne all by himself. And Putin will get the headshot on Ditch. The Germans just taking
that's a 4K.
out. Yes. Yeah. I think it. Yeah, that is a 4K. The Jaeger walking away with that 4K. Yeah.
Oh, so that was a pretty nice 4K. What are their respective KDs?
Let's see. Oh no, that was 3 kills by the Jaeger and 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, by the bandit Spartan. Jedi just walking away with 1. Of course, that's not counting last game's kills, but you know, use your imagination.
Honestly, if we had to input the KDs from the previous match, that would.
My mind.
But still, we have a scoreboard, and it's not like the video for this cast is gonna go away anytime soon, unless Twitch decides to not post it.
Or if just my hard drive decides it wants to go kaput. There's also that.
That's true.
Please don't. That was a joke. Knock on wood. Anyway. So, looks like we have a pretty standard setup for archives and tellers. I'm not seeing anything different or new.
No, it's pretty much standard. There's not much to it. The whole point of this. What? Opening up. Oh right.
Yeah. What happened?
Last time.
It worked last time, believe it or not. So it's just. If it works once and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bucka's all by himself, and he looks like he's just gonna be pushing from the south into the building. I don't think not really getting anybody.
No, he's not gonna get anybody. There isn't a roamer that he can find from those windows as of yet. Looks like the defenders are sticking to the east side of the building as much as they can. Actually letting the attackers actually take lobby right away.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of seceding from the lobby and just giving it to the attackers because the attackers have
so many angles.
So many angles to just just so many angles to go at it from that it would be nigh impossible to try and hold it because it's just all of those windows are just points where the attackers can just come in and start just come. mess them up.
Well, the whole point of that lobby area is to make it easier for the attackers to enter. Is what I find the design of the map is. Meanwhile, the more secluded areas like the admin offices and the open area are supposed to be for close quarter combat, giving the defenders a more of an edge. Just usually through their superior fire rate. Oh, Spartan going ahead.
Interesting.
throwing
Not just
C4 there.
a little too soon for that. I have to say. Ooh, the Valkyrie will grab Dev 3 or D3. Ooh, little G and D3, not D3. Jedi getting the kill on Spartan. Puddin getting the kill on Ditch.
I'm just gonna go ahead and call D3.
Puddin getting the headshot on Scots.
Puddin is not letting up today.
No, he's
in
not.
Peak performance, I'd say.
And the defenders have diffuser. This is a travesty because the defenders all they need to do now is just play on that diffuser. And as I say that, Puddin will get the kill on Jedi, leaving Maverick all by himself. He sees the diffuser just out of reach. Just out of reach.
Do you feel deja vu right here? I feel a lot of deja vu right here.
Yeah, I
Puddin
did
sitting
feel
on the
that.
diffuser again in the hallway. Just 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, less than 30 seconds. That Maverick's going to have to figure out what he wants to do. One
don't
direction
think
he
he
could
has
go is stock. I don't think he knows what he wants to do. This Jaeger's just watching and keep... Oh, Old Grey Hunter getting the headshot on Puddin. I think he's just going to have to go for the kills, but it's not enough because that Nitro Cell will grab him. That was a bit of a frantic ending, but it all worked. Now, What?
It attached itself to the side of the balcony, and apparently the shockwave was enough to go around the balcony, and it hit Maverick just enough to take him down.
What?
That happens. I mean, it's an explosion. That's how shockwaves work. Physics. This is just how it works.
Whatever.
It just works, okay?
It just works, Todd Howard. Anyway, we're seeing a lying blitz, a lion blitz and a Montaigne. Oof, I feel personally bad for the defenders here because that's going to be a lot of shields to go up with. A lot being 2, but also Lion freezing them in place. Oh, nope. I spoke too soon. It will be Montaigne to Maverick. Maverick, always a good pick.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Honestly, I find that his reaching is kind of slow, and for teams, for sites like Basement, it's usually hard to find a spot where you can surprise the defenders, usually because they have sight lines locked down even to the reinforced walls, and they are able to detach themselves from the outermost walls of sight. At best, he would be useful coming in from attack from vault, but you'd still need to open up the hatch, and that's not exactly silent either.
No, it's not. I really am curious what direction the attackers are gonna take this from, because if they try and pull this one, if they try and pull through server again, I have a very strong feeling that they're just gonna straight up lose, and it looks like they might be going for it. I don't know for sure.
No, they're not. If they wanted to go for a server push right away, they probably would have. Whoa, Jedi, forgetting where the camera is. If they wanted to go for a server push, most of them would have spawned back out. Like,
Dev getting or D3 getting the headshot on Spartan. He goes down, only dealing a little less than half of his health. Oh, the Ash, I think exchanging shots with the Jaeger there. The Lion Roar goes out, and well, I don't think Jaeger really cares, but because mostly he.
Jedi doing something that nobody should do in bank.
No, nobody should do, but
map.
it's not biting him. It worked.
It works here, but.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it. You don't use it. It's
general,
easy to peek.
Yeah, it's easy to peek. Just in general, don't. Just don't. Don't do it. Stop it.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, Lion taking some shots. I didn't see from where, but I assume from below in that hatch. Oh, the Ditch Dom getting shot from behind by the Evil Eye. He's just not realizing it. Is the Evil Eye not going to go for the kill? I was about to say.
Oh, there it goes.
There goes the kill by the Evil Eye. The disrespect from that.
This is just a reminder that the Evil Eye does not inform. Again, the Evil Eye.
Oh, the Evil Eye. Little Uggs getting the kill on D3 with the shotgun. Baka getting the kill on Jedi. Scott's getting the kill on Little Uggs with that headshot. It's now a 2v3, and that Ash is down. So that Capitao is going to have to go and pick his buddy up. I don't think any of the defenders are really. Oh, I spoke too soon. The Jaeger is really watching it. He's going to be going for it, going with the smoke. That's smart. That's a good move.
It's better to have friends in this situation.
It is.
Putin just not letting up, and it's 1 minute to go. The attackers have to defeat the two defenders looking down this way. Scott's taking damage from Putin, not really managing to exchange shots with him just yet. Nothing really matching. Mirror window will open from the defender's side, making
Putin pushing Scott's and getting the kill for it. Let's see if the old Grey Hunter can clutch this for his team with this time remaining. Legion, I'm surprised he didn't take any hits there, but Putin will be aggressive yet again and finish off old Grey Hunter.
Well, at this point, I can say that Colorado Springs will probably win out every single defense round, just from well, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. 5-0. Sorry, 0-5. Right now for Colorado Springs, they've won every defense round. Let's see if they can manage to bring in that that success for their attack. Already bringing out a Blitz, a Maverick, and a Thatcher, just so that they don't have to deal with having to shoot any denial gadgets for hard breaching. Looks like they might be going in strong. Meanwhile, quite a few traps on Gogebic's team, Capcan and Legion coming out, along with a Maestro, possibly to try to burn out thermite charges. 6-pick not really going out here.
No, they're keeping with that Capcan, and honestly, it's not the worst thing to do, but nonetheless interesting.
Well, to me, I always see it as it used to be that Capcan's laser was the tripwire was visible to players, but they made it invisible again once they nerfed damage in order to try and make him more viable. But at the same time, you know, the only thing it rewards is players who... No, sorry. It punishes players who take too long to push in and also aren't careful about pushing in, especially on the last few seconds of the round. So the incidence of people dying to Capcan traps... the instance of when they do die to Capcan traps doesn't change much.
No, it doesn't. And Capcan, I think his current state is like the best state he has been in. I mean, I remember back in like year 1 when Capcan traps worked a lot because people just didn't learn how and what to look for Capcan traps, and they worked a lot. But once people started learning, it just never happened anymore. That was an interesting choice to try and use an impact grenade on a drone, and he will get pushed by that Blitz. Something you really don't want to see.
So I think here, if their Maverick doesn't know, you can actually destroy Evil Eyes with the Maverick torch. I'm pretty sure you can.
I don't know about that, but I can see that being in actuality.
So Maverick is still continuing to be proven to be a very strong op to be added to the attackers. Look at that, already opening up a hole, not even caring if there's any denial.
Oh, they're in. They're in. Oh, and here comes the Blitz, but he'll go down, getting on top of the table and exposing his feetsies to D3. That was an interesting push, but it was just not good timing. Jedi getting the headshot on Puddin. This Maverick sitting here behind the shield, and Uggs just trying to get at him. Unfortunately, that backpack is not a hitbox. I know you want it to be, but it's not.
It's frustrating when you shoot at something when no blood comes out, but that's just how the hitboxes in Siege work. They're not supposed to be the entire model of the player is hittable. It's just you know, the inner edges of it that's that usually. Oh, it looks like they're
Oh,
having a
Scott's getting the kill on Spartan, who is hanging out above. Didn't really have anybody to back him up. This is a 5v2 situation. And
Yeah.
Scott's
Oh.
getting... there goes the Maverick. That is...
RX Baka needs to pull a miracle here in order to actually win this round out.
He's
And
going to
it
get
looks
that
like
Claymore, and he doesn't even have to get that Claymore. He can just ignore it and say, the hatch is open. Why not just go there? That's a better option. Oh, Maestro goes down. Rayback's getting the kill on Jedi. But he's going to be staring down the barrels of all of the enemy team. Oh, Rayback's getting the headshot on Scott's, but not before he falls to Old Grey Hunter as Capcan.
The momentum there, once again, completely stopped once their blitz died to Legion, which probably shouldn't have happened. But then again, he could have been flanked from crossfired from the side by Maestro at any moment there during that exchange. But it was just very, very fortunate for Legion that the featsies were just exposed enough for for damaging. Apologize, I'm having word salads again.
That's fine. Ow, that hurt. Okay. Ooh, they're bringing let's see. Gogebic is bringing Vigil and Fuse on the attack with the Second Shock Army.
Well, it is Archives open area. Oh no, sorry, it's open area.
Yeah. Which is good for Fuse.
Yeah, I know. The stock approaching it via stocks and using the Fuse to take the upstairs will be a great advantage to push defenders out into the open if the Fuse can take good positions for his charges. All depending on whether he can actually get into stocks and do it.
Yeah, it's one thing to blindly throw down your Fuse charges. It's a completely another thing to, at least have a pretty good idea of where your Fuse charges are going. Now this is very interesting. That I don't know if that's entirely a safe spot for that camera with Frost, but the attackers don't really. The only option they have to open up hatches is Maverick, but he doesn't do a very good job at doing that.
It's too slow and
it's slow.
inefficient.
It is. It's not as efficient as, say, a Habana or a Thermite for that matter. But on the same token, him opening up just little holes on that hatch is actually a good thing. I've seen a couple of instances where a Maverick just made a line straight down the reinforced hatch and was just able to have a pretty good sight line into the objective and took up quite a few headshots with that little strategy.
We're stopping a little bit too fast here, Eagle.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got Lucky Pride facing off of Frost, and I think that Frost is going to back off. Oh, Lucky Pride getting tagged, I think in the shoulder, if I had to guess. Now,
that hand is out.
That hand is out.
Looks like they have taken stocks, but it doesn't look like they won't be challenged. They haven't secured it just yet. They're in the building, but it's not for sure that they can keep it. But the Blitz is going to come charge.
And it bears no fruit. Let's see. Blitz is going to be chasing down this Frost, taking some hits as he goes. He doesn't blind her. Oh, the shield goes off, but she needs to reload. Lucky Pride getting the headshot on Scott's.
Good play there by the 1v1 King Blitz. Old Grey Hunter ready for Blitz to come around.
Spartan
and
gets the kill on Old Grey Hunter on the stairs. That was good.
Dev site pushing through archives, making sure that there's no more roamers that they need to worry about. Could be that the final
Putin gets the headshot on Ditch.
A what? I think that might have been a wallbang through the door he was just trying to open, hence Putin's just...
Oh, Putin getting the headshot on Jedi.
Putin just continuing to show just how much of an injury factor he is.
Oh, D3 getting the kill on Spartan, but he himself will fall to Putin.
Getting executed from behind as Putin just decides that he just needs to come in with a pistol to finish him off. Colorado Springs wins out bank for the first map. We will possibly be going, and I do have confirmation that Evil Eyes are destroyed by Maverick's Torch.
Beautiful.
So the Colorado Springs has won out this map. We are going to move on to the next map, which is
Oh, that's my cue. It's Oregon. Oregon, however you say it.
Oregon. So we're going to be moving into that. A lot of people in this, if you've watched our league before last season, we came to know this little map as home base pretty much. There wasn't a single team that didn't prefer playing here to literally anything else. You would get coastline in Oregon, you'd get consulate in Oregon, you get border in Oregon, you get everything under the sun in Oregon. Um, it, we've seen almost every combination of strategy on Oregon. We've seen kids bunks held by Miras with the floors open out in the hallway. We've seen in the exhibition match, actually, I witnessed an attempt at holding Big Tower, which didn't exactly end too well, but you know, along with just generally trying to keep basement and kids bunk rooms secure as much as they can.
Yeah, looks like Gogebic is going to be electing to do a quick 5-minute bio break, so we're going to allow that. So, what did you think of last round? Where were some of the biggest blunders that you saw?
Thinking about it, I would say that Gogabic's attack definitely fell apart. No, defense fell apart. I apologize. In the open area, I honestly think they made a mistake of going into open area. While viable, I still think that sites that push the attackers to actually need to be much further into the building are better advantage to defenders.
Yeah.
There, you just cannot beat a site that doesn't have a site that forces the attackers in to plant.
Yeah, I will also say that one of the biggest blunders was that round. I don't remember who it was versus who, but the attackers just kept dying from that bandit and Jaeger on that hatch because they just kept flooding people in and not thinking about sending somebody else out and up to try and push that the guy off that hatch. And the other issue is they did the exact same thing that next time. They did not send a man to back alley to watch that hatch to see if there was any bandit or Jaeger who tried to go for it. They just essentially let them have it.
It definitely speaks to how Colorado Springs was expecting the defense rounds to go, with that open hatch just being such a boon to stopping any sort of push into CCTV, generally not allowing Gogebic to have any chance at that 5-man push, I believe it was, into servers, just letting Putin even have the diffuser on blue stairs. Just a lot of mistakes from Gogebic, and I hope they can take this opportunity to look at the mistakes they've made here and grow as a team, because they will definitely not be in the league until the finals if they continue to play like this. Like I said, Colorado Springs is a veteran team. I said this at the beginning of the stream, and I will reiterate that again here. Gogebic, being the new guy on the block, needs to keep pace with the veterans. Otherwise, come November, we're just gonna have probably the same 8 teams, the 8 teams that started this whole league. You know.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I will say though that this is now the time for Gogebic to shine.
I mean,
yeah.
It's overall new this season that we actually allow coaches to come into get into the voice lobbies for their teams and actually give advice on what they've been seeing on stream, or if they need to ask any questions. And I honestly think that giving them breaks, giving them coach advice in the middle of matches can help them refocus a lot of what they need to be doing. And a lot of what Gogebic wasn't doing was possibly coordinating correctly the pushes to go at the same time. A lot of times they'd either push all together as one cohesive unit that would just get fired upon and dead in a matter of in about a minute, or they would fragment and just not know when to play off of each other's pressure onto site.
Yeah, I do hope that the teams are taking that to their advantage, and they're either with their coach or they're having a powwow right now and drawing their focus in and honing and say, hey, all right, here's what we did, here's what we messed up, here's what we need to do. Let's focus. Let's try and get this done and try and get ourselves a win.
I also think that the more Gogebic plays together as a team, the better they'll get at these pushes and how to make it so that the defenders have to pull double duty on pull double duty on paying attention to them, because as of right now, Colorado Springs has just been able to like observe, okay, they're pushing this way, so let's put the manpower here to stop them as best we can. You know, meanwhile, Colorado Springs, once they attacked, well, you saw once Gogebic didn't need to coordinate pushes of the entire team, their defense worked pretty well as they picked off Colorado Springs one by one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without a doubt, the picking off of ops is a very damaging thing to either attackers or defenders, because you only have that one life. We'll see Jackal get banned yet again, so we'll see who Gogebic will ban this time around. I expect to see a Lion. No, Twitch.
Okay.
All right. I could see it. I could see it.
I think they want to remain with a Mira open, but
that is if they don't ban Mira.
I don't think Gogebic will actually ban Mira. I think they'll ban Echo instead. I think they historically had a bad time against Echo, but wait, they might be proving me wrong right now. They just had a
oh no, you're right. There goes Echo. So wow, okay, that's an interesting one there. Sorry for everybody, I just bumped my mic. The interesting one there is Jaeger. Interesting.
The fact is, I think that they just dislike the ability of an operator who can disrupt last-second diffuser plants. So they're usually against it, and hence that's why they're once again banning him. But at the same time, they chose to attack, I guess, on Colorado Springs map.
I think the last map. Let me check. I believe Gogebic chose Bank and they chose to attack, and Colorado chose Oregon to defend.
Okay.
That's what I believe. The Ash being switched out for the Habana. I missed that because I'm looking at my other monitor. Alright, cool. We're fine. Alright, so
I do believe we're going to see a lot more mirror play here, and that is a legal spot, ladies and gentlemen, for C4. That right there, if you can get it just right, means that any attackers that try to plant there, you set it off, and immediately the diffuser is left there with just a puff of smoke where the attacker used to be.
Wow! I didn't know that existed. Wow, I'm totally stealing that now. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that was a thing. That just goes to show how touch I am. I'm not hip with the kids anymore. All right.
I think you need to boot up this game one of these days, Eagle.
Yeah, well, I mean, other than just hosting them and whatnot. All right, so we got our attackers here.
I like Gogebic's setup right here with both a Finka and a Ying, making her even more deadly whenever the two pair up with one another. Loot Crate Hunter is gonna spot out the evil eyes and is aware. Well, Scott's already inside looking for those roamers. I believe that only Puddin is
Jedi
roaming right now.
freaking punts that thing. Anyway, he just okay. I just forget how hard these like ops just throw their drones. It's hilarious. IQ is the G8. I guess I really am just out of touch. Is the G8 good now or something? Because I'm seeing a lot more of it.
Well, like I said...
Ooh, the Ying goes down to Puddin. He's not quite dead yet, and he does have a friend to back him up. Ooh, the Finka taking a lot of damage. Will she use her Adrenal Surge to pick her up? Yes, she will. She'll pick up Jedi. I'm not entirely sure how effective that will be. Puddin getting the headshot on Ditch. It's up to Ying now to pick... Oh, Puddin gets the headshot on Jedi. Unfortunately, the Ying is just unable to get her. Scott's getting the kill on Puddin, taking revenge for his lost buddies. That Habana was also just right behind that the Vigil as well. Just missing the opportunity to get him.
Just to answer your earlier question about why the use of so many LMGs on the attacker side right now, it's possibly because they brought Finka out, so they know that they're going to be using those Finka boosts in order to bolster their aim at the right moment. So why not just add to that an endless
Scott's getting the headshot on Spartan. Go ahead.
Endless stream of bullets, you know?
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially
but that's really... That's interesting. That's really riding on if, and that's a big word, if the attackers can keep Finka alive.
Well, the thing is,
Attackers have located a bomb.
IQ's LMG is still good despite the drawbacks of a regular LMG. It's, I think, one of the highest damage LMGs in the game, and the recoil's not that bad compared to something like Capitão's or even the Russian LMG. It just...
Oh, Dev getting the kill on Lucky Pride. Lilux getting the kill on D3. Ragbox getting the kill on Gold Great Hunter with the headshot, and Scott's getting the kill on Little G. It's solely up to the Buck and the Smoke now, and the Smoke will find Scott. Scott's rushing into that objective. I don't know why he decided to rush into the hallway.
I think he was panicking and he was trying to find a spot to plant where he had an advantage, not really knowing where Smoke was, and assuming that Smoke would be where he just shot the last defender. More likely hiding in a corner somewhere instead of just being in the laundry site, just waiting for the sound cue.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, what I would have done personally, I probably would have gone into the site that was that just mostly cleared, just to see if that Smoke is there, in hopes that he did in fact back off, where I can find a more strategic spot to plant the diffuser. But that's just me. It was a good that was a good flurry of kills. Yeah, that was. That
5 seconds ago, you have no idea what you're about to do. You just know that you've got to put that diffuser down somewhere just to extend it long enough so you can find that last defender.
Yes, that is very true, and adrenaline can cause some mistakes to happen. So we'll see the defenders defend from dorms. And as you said earlier, it's just going to be dorms, laundry, dorms, laundry. That was awful close.
That was too close for comfort, and we almost saw a team kill live on stream. That was. Whew.
That was threading the needle there. But to be fair, it wouldn't have been the worst op to accidentally kill. I'm not sure what. Mira's,
Little G's.
I think he's just trying to like thread the needle. If I remember right.
Okay, I know. Okay, so there was actually a early glitch that happened where Mira managed to put half of it on, I think, the unreinforced wall and the reinforced wall, which right now is not being considered an exploit by us, because as far as we know, Mira windows just work by closing out sightline from one end to the other, and if it can be put down, it can be put down, unless, you know, the Pro League issues a statement that I don't quite remember if they have issued a statement or not, but look at that, he's continuing to try to do it.
He is committed to this, and I think I do remember.
As of right now, week 1, this is allowed. but we might have to revisit it.
Oh, I finally did it! Yay!
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, watch it just get shot from below.
Probably could, but there's no Twitch, so there's not really much.
No, but
Like
there
I
is
said,
a buck who could try and shoot from below and try and get him. So let's see here. All right, we'll see Maverick start to open up a good little line of fire into
It doesn't
Attic.
look
Ooh,
like-
Spartan getting the headshot on D3. There goes the Ash. No more rushing.
No, I think you mean.
Oh, that was a
no more
good
Russian.
threading of the needle into there, but I think that was a bit
Not really much of a point to those grenades.
No, it would have been
Not
better
like
to
he's
just
aiming them.
Yeah, it was probably would just been better to just hold on to them and just open up, you know, that wall. Ooh, All Great Hunter getting the kill on Spartan. Ditchcom getting the kill on Little Uggs. Or Little G,
Not
I'm
sure.
sorry. I just see that like...
How much fuel does oh, Scott's shooting from Attic, Old Great Hunter. They do have a chance to collapse here onto site very easily, but they
Ooh,
Oh.
Rex getting the kill on Jetta with a headshot. Old Great Hunter getting the refrag on RX Bucko. Lucky Pride getting the kill on Scott's. It's a 2v2 now.
I do believe Putin is coming back onto site. Look at that. Firing at Ditch Dom. Just Grey Hunter and Grey Hunter versus Mute and Putin in the bedrooms.
Ooh,
versus
Ditchcom getting the headshot through that wall. That was spicy. However, both the attackers are quite low on health. One
Where's
more
the
than the other.
diffuser?
Oh shoot, where
Putin
is
has
the
had the
diffuser?
diffuser the entire time. Once again, Putin has the diffuser. That is the third time we've seen it happen today, ladies and gentlemen. And
Putin downs Ditch. Grey Hunter, you need to figure out which direction you're going. Where are you going?
he's
Putin gets the kill on Old Grey Hunter and Ditch. Man, Finka, what were you doing, mate?
Can we say Deja 3?
Like, okay. I don't know if I noticed this, and I'll have to look back, but did Finka have one of her adrenal surges left? Or did she use them both?
She did not. She had used up all of her adrenal surges at that point. He could
Okay.
not get his teammate up.
Man.
However, Finka should have probably committed to the direction they were going because there was no time to get his teammate up and then for both of them to push down White.
Yeah.
I would say that overall was a mistake on the attacker's judgment, and that Finka should have continued how she was pushing, and even so, probably should have already had the pistol out in order to boost her speed even further.
Yeah, I will say one thing that the Finka, when she committed going to the other direction, obviously, she should have at the last second switched out to her LMG and just, you know, pre-fire around the corner. I think that would have been a better option for him.
Definitely. Just generally, the Buck shouldn't have pushed. No, sorry, the Maverick shouldn't have pushed on his own. And
No, he shouldn't have. He needed his buddies.
he needed to keep the angle, wait for the Finger to come around, and then they should have pushed White together, which probably could have gotten Putin in a crossfire if he, didn't snap to both their heads really quickly. Which
Yeah.
is possible.
It is definitely possible. There's no doubt about it. That's always a possibility. So we're gonna find the attackers spawning mostly normally. I see a fuse yet again. I don't know how useful a fuse will be on the basement. I mean, there's a couple spots you could make.
I don't know what it is about this season and fuses. It's actually coming out quite a bit because I heard that fuses were coming out in the match before this that was streamed. And he did come out a couple times on the match I was officiating about an hour or two ago. And he's becoming a staple. I'm not sure why, despite being so underused in the Pro League.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Could be that Fuse is just a player favorite from when they were learning how to play, and they know most people are used to his recoil pattern, so they keep using him because of that. Looks like IQ's gonna spot out Putin here, but
Not without
doesn't
taking
look
some
like
tags.
yeah, he's gonna back off. Meanwhile, Buck is trying to challenge him. It looks like. Not really making a lot of headway there. Scott's knows he's there. Not really willing to push though. Possibly because he'll probably get headshot as soon as possible.
Yeah, we're at
Yeah.
minute 30 in, and these attackers, like, they
They're
need to push.
fragmented.
Okay, here we go. Sophia, oh, unable to get the 360 partial scope on that mute, and she dies all alone because there's nobody else around her to help
Like I said,
push with her.
fragmented. They've just fragmented their team and are now having to go back around and pick up the roamers that were just around.
Fuse goes down. Putin gets Old Grey Hunter.
Getting picked off one by one here.
And Putin gets the headshot on Scots, just withering them away, and their IQ is
Deja.
down. Putin just wiping the attackers. You're right. You're absolutely right about the fragmentation.
It's a Deja quad.
And Spartan
This
finishing
is-
off the round with the headshot.
I know that the Vu part in Deja Vu doesn't relate to how many times you've seen it, but we've seen this a total of 4 times this match alone, where Putin will get the diffuser because the attacker with the diffuser pushes him, and then loses out the round for their team. They really need a lion in order to be able to push Putin whenever they are aware of where he is. 2 shields coming out from Gogebic. I'm not sure if that's going to be the fix to the roaming monster that is Putin, but they've got to do something. Capitao is definitely not the solution either.
No, Capitao is, well, okay. Yeah, Capitao would have been the solution if they got rid of Blitz or Montaigne. Zofia, Glaz, and
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
None of these operators are equipped to deal with roamers.
No,
None of
they
them
switched
are.
out. They switched out a Buck for Capitao. What were you? No, don't do that. Buck is far more useful than Capitao. I don't know what he was thinking by doing that, but I disagree vehemently about that choice. And you know what?
Personally think
I could be wrong, but I'm probably not.
I personally think that they lost a lot of the utility from the Buck, especially on a site that has a lot of open vertical play like this one. Like, look at that. Does the fact, do you see the floor in bedrooms right there? That opens up the entire lobby, and if they try to push that way, it'll just get punished completely. And again, they're not bringing anything that can deal with Putin. Hence why that Jackal was which team banned Jackal? No, they banned Jackal themselves, which kind of puts them in a tough situation. So either you bring Lion or you don't really bring anything at all. Oh,
You might see Spartan get a little aggressive, which would be warranted for.
I want to see what's happening with the. Oh no, still nothing.
Yeah,
Nope.
still nothing there.
He's just gonna back off.
Yeah, they're just gonna let him have that one. Mira opens up the wall as normal. I could tell. Ooh, little or Spartan getting a D3 on that window. That was
Bunk's window.
He waited for that one too.
Ooh.
Not before Mira loses half her health. Well, here comes the Blitz and versus that Mira. They open up that wall to create crossfire. We'll see how that works for them. Blitz just taking shots. I don't know how. His shield's open by the Lucky Pride getting the headshot on Old Grey Hunter. Little Ug's getting the kill on Dishdom, and Putin getting the headshot on Scott. So there's just one man left, and it's Glaz. And he's just throwing down the diffuser, hoping that this gives him the advantage. But he's going to get smoked out by the smoke, and I don't think he's going to make it. He's not. Spartan's going to get the melee kill on Jedi, but he's going to go down and possibly die by the smoke. He does. RX getting the friendly fire on Spartan, but will still get that diffuser down, winning the defenders this round. Colorado Springs winning yet another round.
Once again, the attackers got fragmented. Glaz on the one side of the double window, and it's okay to split up your team.
It's just that you have to know when to push together at the same time and, make the best of that. And didn't sound like there was much information going through Gogebic's comms that one of the defenders had just entered the bedrooms and was ready to crossfire the shields. They got into a very bad situation where both shields could have probably just taken the room and taken out Mute on their own. It was Mute, right? Yeah, it was Mute.
Yeah, it was Mute.
And it just didn't work out.
No, I'm not seeing any coordination on the part of our friends at
Gogebic.
Gogebic. Interesting name, by the way. No, I'm just not seeing. I'm just not seeing any coordination. I'm kind of just seeing, kill who you can kill, move where you want to move, but
Attackers need to locate and
it's just
defuse bombs.
really nothing. I'm not seeing anything.
It could just be that they're. I can't say they're unfamiliar with this map because at this point this is a staple. This map is a staple of our league, and it's a staple of most people. Probably, learned how to do a lot of peeks here from the tower. Learned how to stay anchored in sight down in this basement. In my opinion, there's no excuse to be losing to just plain chaos here. You need to learn how to coordinate, and you need to learn how whether or not you can work with the rest of your team. At this point, we're just not seeing that at all from Gogebic. We're just seeing a lot of attempts at fragging, attempts at planting, and the plants do go down. It's just usually at the wrong time where the defenders are taking out the rest of the attacking team and the glass is stuck in and smoke, like deadly poisonous smoke, and it's just that shouldn't happen.
No,
that should never have happened.
No, it should not. Not even in the slightest or in any sense of the word. Finka boost going out. I'm not sure if I agree on that timing for it. I think that was a little too soon. Oh, the phone calls go out. We'll see if the attackers use this to their advantage, trying to scope out any of them. But Putin already has put it away. Yet another surge from Finka, and she has one left. I still just don't agree with her timing on these. It just seems like they're unwarranted and unneeded at this current time.
It doesn't look like she's making any progress either. She just seems to think that there's somebody around the corner that she's going to need the aim. And that's very selfish of Finka at this point.
Scott's getting first blood on Spartan. Putin getting the kill on Ditcom. DG3, or DV33. D3 getting the kill on Lil G. Old Grey Hunter getting the refrag on Putin.
Oh no, that was the wrong time to do that.
That was, yes, again, the wrong time to do that. With the smokes going down. Now,
still 1 minute to go.
Yeah, did the Mira put down that nitrocell again? And if she did, I imagine it wouldn't work anymore.
No, because she can't actually use it.
No, because she's dead and whatnot.
Oh,
okay,
no.
why is, first off, why does Glaz have the diffuser? He should not have the diffuser. Lucky Pride getting the kill on D3 through the smoke. RX Baka getting the kill on Jedi. Scott's going on Lucky Pride. Old Grey Hunter getting RX Baka. Smoke trying to go for that diffuser at the wrong time. He needed to clear. He needed to clear those stairs before he even considered going for that diffuser. That was just.
I don't know. I feel like
poor
at that
timing.
point. I feel like at that point he assumed no, Gogebic planted here. Must mean the other attackers are somewhere else attacking. So learning from mistakes. Don't just assume that they're gonna make the same mistake every time. I guess, but I don't know what they were doing. I don't even know how that buck rotated behind him either.
Yeah, I don't know. But we'll see. You know what? I'm rooting for the underdog here. I am rooting for Gogebic right now. With this defense, sometimes matches are won based on the defender's ability to hold this site. And we'll see if that's true. I'm hoping it's true. I want it to be true.
I'm gonna keep rooting for Colorado Springs. I'm sorry. I really like our veterans. There's just no way Gogebic definitely knows the strategy on trying to make the most effective use of mute, but it, I just don't know. Gogebic did defend the site during the fall exhibition match, and it didn't end too well because despite an attempt to actually hold that, to keep that hatch closed with the mute charge and opening up that wall on the side, you can still find a small patch of that hatch that the Hibana charges can open up, and then Hibana can just look down the hatch because there's a very prominent hole and shoot the mute charge anyways and open and end up opening the hatch. It's at best a waste of time. That wall is not reinforced, and mute almost died.
You know what? I'm still holding out. I think they can do it. Come on, you can do it. I just need to pull yourselves together and defend. Come on, guys, you got this.
I think they heard the
Ooh,
explosives. They're not going
Spartan
there.
goes down. I can't tell by who. Oh, Grey Hunter getting the kill on Spartan. Lucky Pride getting the knife kill on Scots. The Valkyrie falls.
Lucky Bird is playing Blitz right now, and that means one of the roamers is already gone, meaning that Ogre Hunter will have to
They have to go up against a Blitz. Lucky Pride bashing Old Grey Hunter. Man, that has got to be a jump scare if I've ever seen one.
How did he not hear Lucky Pride coming around the corner? That was loud as a train.
Yeah,
Lucky
I
Pride
don't
just
know.
Going insane.
Oh, little G getting the headshotted from D3. That's got to stink. And Lug's getting yet another headshot on Ditch Dom. It's
Jedi
solely up to the Mira now. I mean, I've seen Mira clutch things before. Jedi getting the headshot on little G. Oh, but no, it's a Blitz. Will she be able to get this through? Or will Blitz be a bully? Blitz will be a bully and end Jedi's life with the bash.
Just so, if you've been counting at home, that was 3 melee kills by Blitz. I don't think he fired a single shot in that entire engagement, and he just bopped every single one of his kills. There was no point in that where he shot his gun. It's not like he even needed to.
Nope, didn't need it. Not at all. Who needs it? Who needs it? Not him. That I'm still rooting for the underdog here. I still think they can do it.
It's 1 to 5.
Yeah, it's
Eagle.
1 to 5. You know what?
It's 1 to 5.
It's 1 to 5. Yes, but that still leaves room for 4 more wins. It leaves room for 4. They could do 4.
I think you mean 5. Or are you expecting him to win 4 and then lose the decider overtime?
Well, you regain a little bit of pride. No, but no, they could still pull this through. Yeah, there were just a couple things that needs to be noted. For one, in the early stages, I don't know if anybody saw it, but Vigil used 2 impacts on the wall adjacent to the hatch. That impact is almost necessary for Vigil players who are going to be roaming like he did, because that impacts is how you rotate. Impacts is how you show up in one place,
10 seconds left.
fire, and then disappear into the next. We'll see Jedi reinforcing that wall into construction this time. Good job. That was a necessity that y'all didn't do last time. I will also say this: they are okay. Gogebic is doing a good job, and I can tell that they actually are trying. They really are trying. Most teams by now, I imagine, will have just thrown in the towel and just said, whatever, we'll screw it. And these guys are actually trying, which I can appreciate. And one thing that they just need is focus.
Oh, he's gonna get shot from Harry Potter, I think. No, you're not.
No, I think he's just gonna pass on. Little Uggs or Little G getting the kill on Dev. D3. Man,
I just say Dev.
Dev.
That's what
Fine,
it means.
fine.
It's speak.
Okay. Lucky Pride getting the kill on Scott, bashing yet again. The defenders' numbers have dwindled down to 3. That Ash is pushing. You have a shotgun. Lucky Pride coming from the back, like it mattered. Bashing Jedi.
Oh, the first time we've seen him shoot his gun.
And the first time we shot him shooting his gun to make sure he didn't get frost trapped. Oh, Putin getting the kill on Old Grey Hunter with the Ash. C8.
It's over,
now,
man.
it's
It's
Maestro and Ditch.com. He's in that closet. Oh, man. Oh, he gets the kill on Spartan, but he himself falls to Putin. That is GG all around for both teams. I held out hope.
At that point, the blitz was just flinging his shield around to distract the master so that the rest of the team could come in. Let's be honest, and GG for both teams. Gogebic definitely showed some effort in holding what they could. I think they took actually 2 rounds overall from Colorado Springs, which is not easy to do actually to one of the veteran teams. If you watch the fall exhibition matches at all, the team, University of Louisiana Lafayette, fought RAT and couldn't take a single round from them. So it's a good starting point. They were definitely at a good starting point here.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. This was a very good match from both teams. I will say Gogebic just needs to they need to consult with their coach if they have a coach, and if they don't, get a coach. But it would all. I mean, that's not to say like, oh, you're terrible or anything. No, a coach is great for honing and focusing, and that's what this team needs. They need honing and focusing. I think that their foundation is good. They just need to work on that foundation to make it a bedrock foundation.
All right. So that will be it for us tonight at North America University Siege League. Those have been our casts for tonight. Tomorrow there will be an unofficial stream of a rescheduled match around 8:30 p.m. that will go up on our Discord server, possibly maybe our social media. But do follow us on R6 NAUSL on Twitter and Facebook. Just to catch when our next matches will be. The full schedule will be a little bit dicey as we work with our players on reschedules whenever possible, but we will try to maintain the 7 and 9 p.m. slots on Tuesdays, Thursdays as consistent as possible whenever we have teams willing to play at that time. So keep your eyes peeled for that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for upcoming games. And one way to do that, one way to really do that, is follow our Twitch channel here as you're watching. And also join us on social media. Look us up on Facebook and Twitter. And we'll post when the games are, who the games will be, who the teams are. So if you want to stay in touch, go there. Well, is there anything else you would like to say to our wonderful audience?
Nope, other than deja vu once again.
Deja vu once again. All right, thank you everybody so much for watching. This was fun. I had fun. I hope you had fun too. And we will see you again next time. So long, everybody.